Yeah, but first we want to start off with the big top story. Our partners at Decision Desk HQ have said that former President Donald Trump is projected to become the 47th president of the United States.
Other news organizations joining in on that call within the past hour or so. This is the big map that you can see behind us here and focusing on those swing states, right? We're talking Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, even Nevada called late last night and early this morning for the former president. And that was projected to put him over the 270 mark right now at 286 votes in the Electoral College.
Yeah, this was former President Trump walking out to give remarks to his supporters in the early hours of the morning. He acknowledged a number of people in the late night speech for their hard work and said that he is working to help heal the country. Listen.
We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that.
The former president would be the oldest man ever elected to the White House, beating Joe Biden's record, former president. He also is the second person to be elected to two non-consecutive terms. The first was President Grover Cleveland.
Back in the late 1800s, so it has been quite some time.
So now let's take a look at how our state voted here in Virginia. Anchor Anthony Sabella is here with a breakdown of what he's seeing on our exclusive heat mapping technology. Anthony.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm actually going to start with North Carolina because this was a state that took a long time to call 4 years ago, but this was called actually relatively early yesterday. President Trump former president, soon-to-be President-elect Trump carrying North Carolina, 51% of the vote here. I do want to zoom in and show you a little bit closer to how things shook out in our neck of the woods, northeastern North Carolina. You can see a little bit further west, as we've been seeing in a lot of races, going slightly blue, and then further to the east, out towards the Outer Banks, going for Trump. What an interesting community, though, is Pasquotank County here, which is the home to Elizabeth City. You can see Trump won with 52% of the vote here over Harris's 47.1%. I want to show you that compared to 2020. So Biden actually carried Pasquotank County, winning by just 62 votes 4 years ago. So Pasquotank, one of those counties that flipped from blue to red here in this election. Now, switching gears to Virginia right now, you can see Harris did carry Virginia. That was pretty expected, taking the 13 electoral votes here in the Commonwealth, about 52% of the vote to Trump's 46.5%. If we zoom in on how things shook out in Hampton Roads, you can see a lot of blue there across all 7 cities. Not too deep in a couple of the areas. You know, the deeper the color, the more that it looks like it swung in one direction. So, for example, Norfolk, Portsmouth, you've got Hampton, you've got Newport News, a little bit deeper blue, and then like Poquoson, Isle of Wight County going more for Trump. What I do want to show you is pretty interesting. So something that we've talked a lot about is how since the year 2000, Chesapeake has kind of been like a bellwether community, right? Yeah. That means that how Chesapeake goes, the presidential election goes. So we just got the news that Donald Trump, it looks like, is going to win this election. It's been called for him. But this year, Chesapeake went for Kamala Harris, 51% of the vote. Now, it's a little bit of a tighter race, a tighter result than it was 4 years ago. But again, I mean, 51% of the vote. This Chesapeake went for Biden 4 years ago as well. It went for Trump in 2016 over Hillary Clinton. So this is the first time in 24 years that Chesapeake has not been, I guess, correct in choosing the winner of the presidency.
You know, part of that is we're seeing, too, just the changing demographic in the city of Chesapeake. Yep. Now the second most populous city in the Commonwealth, so they're having a huge influx of new people, and we're starting to see things, the makeup of the vote change there.
And I do want to point out, too, Virginia Beach, the largest city in our area by far, also very bipartisan, kind of goes every which way every couple of years. It did also go for Kamala Harris. 50.6%, so very close. Tight there.
Very close.
Trump got 48.2%, but yeah, it also went for Kamala Harris. And it went for Trump back in 2016 and then Biden last 4 years ago.
All right, Anthony, thank you so much. 6:05 right now.